Um, this is in response to the broadcast from the other night of the brothers on the aftermath of the roundtable between the Amin Ra squad and the War Machine. And this is just right here is a quick video to see if my stuff works. Actually, because what I want to bring on is some audio that I had regarding um, some of the responses of the brothers, which I take a lot of issue with. For example, I mean, when it came time to question them, they were ill prepared to say the least. I mean, I'm being very gracious to say that, but to listen to them go for 3 hours, man, just critiquing established branches of science and I mean, it was just basically unbearable. I mean, you have to know things like what a scientific theory is. I mean, you don't have to be a scientist to know that. A scientific theory, what does evolution mean? What does microevolution mean? What does macroevolution mean? You know, I was deeply disturbed listening to that. And some of the so-called scientific, which I call pseudo-scientific rebuttals to science just made no sense at all. A lot of them were straight off of creationist websites, and at one point the brother was talking about lava rocks, and the caller asked, what's the reference that you have, and he couldn't give it, but you could actually just go right in real time and search it and see what it is. But anyway, I'm just doing this to see if my links will work. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring on and see if I can get the audio from one brother explaining what evolution is. So here we go, and we're going to see if this plays there.
Brother, I wanted you to get in. I got 33 seconds. We have to make clear too, because I hear the brother Lex talk about he under the assumption that we have a problem with evolution. And I have to stress that we don't have a problem with evolution. We have a problem with Darwinian theory of evolution.
Okay, Darwinian theory of evolution. Now, I believe Darwin has been dead for over 150 years. Nobody in the scientific community is trying to, or at the level of where Darwin was. Things have advanced so far past Darwin. What's the point in arguing about Darwin? I mean, he's done and over with. The advances that have taken place in the discoveries and experiments, there's probably been millions of experiments since Darwin has died. So who cares about the problem with Darwinian evolution, if that's what you want to call it? I don't see the point. So let's go ahead.
Anytime you teach a theory as if it's a fact, it's a problem.
Okay, there you go. Now that is a problem there. A theory as a fact, that alone shows that the brother knows nothing about what a scientific theory is. So what kind of credibility do you have in discussing anything after that? I don't think you do, but let's continue.
That's just like, to put it in our terms, my big brother, he gets a lot of money. Who knows where? His offspring inherit that money. They offspring inherit that money. So now what we got to do? We got to figure out, okay, how did he get the money? Okay, let's theorize. He may have been a dealer. He may have hit the lottery. See, this is what theories do.
Okay. that shows you again, like he knows nothing about what a scientific theory is. The definition of a scientific theory, and I'll just read it, so that, I'm not making anything off the top of my head, because these brothers can actually in real time look up what the word scientific theory means, instead of just, basically just pulling it out of the sky to be, okay. Here we go. Okay. A scientific theory is a well-substantiated explanation of some aspect of the natural world based on a body of facts that have been repeatedly confirmed through observation and experiment. Such fact-supported theories are not guesses, but reliable accounts of the real world. So I don't see how he can even have a scientific discussion or try to refute anything scientifically if you don't understand what the definition of a scientific theory is. So let's get back into it. So, okay, here we go.
Theorize on how he may have got that money for his family to accumulate this wealth, but we don't have a concrete fact on how he got that money. So we can't teach he got that money by being a pharmacist, or he owned a tire shop, but we can't do that because we have no solid facts. And this is what the theory of evolution does. It teaches that theory as a fact, and we don't agree with that. And that's all we said, King. So we have to be very careful when we're dealing with these evolution. So, because people throw that term around loosely. So we're dealing with the Darwinian theory of evolution. The theory is not something that's proven, not proven. It's an assumption. I think she got it like this, or I think she loves me not type crap. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to say on that.
Not even a theory. It's still at the stage of being a hypothesis.
Exactly. Thank you, my brother. So let that be in great work.
All right. So the other brother's talking about it's not at the point of being a theory, it's being a hypothesis. Okay. I don't know how he came up with that. There's no basis to come up with anything like that. So they are so far off, and these are people that just bashed 3 hours of bashing science, and just on this basic exchange here prove that they know nothing about the very basics of science. Okay, because in that case there's a theory of gravity, there's a germ theory. These are all theories, so not all of those are guesses. So yeah, the thing is, these brothers don't get challenged, or when they get challenged, they get a little, they get a little uptight, and I called in, but but so much airtime you can get called in before you get muted. So I understand that other people have to call in, but thanks to the wonders of the internet and YouTube and Google Hangout, I can give an expansive response to what they were talking about. So I'm gonna leave off on that, and I have some more that I want to bring in as well. So let me see how this goes. If it goes okay, I'll go ahead and publish it. If not, we'll start all over again. Okie doke.